Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to take a look at another one of the brand new EZA units. Today we're looking at Super Android 13. Now, just chalk it into, the EZA mechanic being the best mechanic in Dokkan. We're taking units that, again, were not really too good. We're kind of fodder here and there. And, now they're just, supremely useful units on a lot of these themes. In particular, I think INT Android 13 is going to be a staple on the Android category team because SCR Cell's EZA is insane. He is a monster, but he does need a lot of orbs in order to be at full power. Well, INT Android 13 is an orb changer and will help Cell get exactly what he needs. So I do think Android 13 is going to be an important factor for the Android team. So went ahead and rainbowed him. He is fully EZA'd and all that. We got him level 140, SA15. Let's go ahead and test him out on a few events. Alright guys, so we're over here on the movie power / full power team. Now here's the thing about Android 13, both of the Android 13s actually, is they actually get stronger based upon more Android categories being available on the team. So without question, these Android 13 units are going to be at their best on the Android category team, where you're going to get the full Android buff, right? Because 13 gets 13% attack and defense per Android category ally on the team. If we look at it right now, we have 2 on the team, only 2, and he's at 100k defense. So that should let you know how insanely good our boy Android 13 is. For real. He could go way, way higher than that. And remember, Turles does not give defense. He's an attack passive. Okay, and 13 is over 1 million right there with only 2 Android units on the team. So already I'm thoroughly convinced that we head over to the Android category team and Android 13 is going to be putting up very impressive numbers. I do think on the artificial life form team, Android 13 should be quite powerful as well because you have a lot of Android characters you can rock on that artificial life form team. Super 17, you have various different cells and stuff like that. So there are a number of places where we can sort of get everything we need from Android 13. Now, I think just using Android 13 kind of as some sort of floating unit who's very strong and has the ability to change orbs could potentially be good, right? Basically, okay, so after LR Gohan and Goten came out, people finally understood how good EZA SCR Goten was, right? Well, I've been saying that for the full year that he's been out. Android 13 is a better version of that EZA Goten. It's a way better version. So that should let people know exactly how good and useful this Android 13 is going to be. The only difference really is that, Goten is a great unit to put alongside one of the best units in the game, LR Gohan and Goten. Android 13, SCR Cell, I don't know. I feel like SCR Cell probably would count as one of the best units in the game. But, SCR Cell is not on LR Gohan and Goten's level for sure. As a summonable LR. Dokkan Fest summonable LR, we're comparing it to, a Dokkan Fest that's a couple years old at this point, SCR Cell. But that's the main reason I am rainbowing Android 13 now, is to prepare him sort of, for when SCR Cell does release. So here was the movie boss / full power team. We don't need to spend a lot of time on this team. Let's go ahead and move to the artificial life form team now. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the artificial life form team. Again, remember, Android 13 gets stronger based upon how many Android category characters are on the team. He gets 13% attack and defense. So here we go. As we can see, his defense is actually higher now, but of course we have a lot more Android category characters on this team. Only the 2 baby leaders plus Physical Kid Buu are not actually Android characters. Now, I do want to try and avoid finishing off Super Saiyan Goku right here, or Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but Baby might hit a bit too hard for Goku to be able to handle. I guess as long as Baby does not crit or get an additional, Goku will probably survive right here. And hopefully Cell does not get an additional. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, so what damage number? Okay, so 866,000. We only saw 13 with Turles last time, so I guess that's not too bad. I will take that, again, considering he is also giving the orbs to the field, right? So look at this, one reason we have so many orbs right here is because 13 is changing tech orbs into rainbow orbs. Just a very useful ability. I love using orb changers who are also, like, you know, pretty strong, right? Like EZA Goten. It just makes the team flow a lot better. Now, I would say the only issue for Android 13 is that he's an orb changer for, like, the Android category team, Movie Boss, Artificial Lifeform. These teams do not struggle for key in any way whatsoever. Like, none of them do, because the Android team, you have Android 17 running around who's giving 3 key to everyone. You know, plus you have other support type units who are going to get the job done. So it doesn't actually even really do that much, right? But then, you know, you kind of look at the, like, see, here's the, if Android 13 could somehow be on, like, Transformation Boost, that is where he actually could help out a lot. Like, you would be able to really maximize his, you know, attack and defensive buff from having Android category allies on the team. But, you know, you would be able to actually have his ability in a place where it could be utilized, right? Because really, like, outside of giving orbs, I guess, to STR Cell, 13, like, that extra, like, orb ability of his is probably not going to be that important. Okay, so this is a pretty good rotation right here. So Android 13, one other unfortunate thing with him is he basically only has one attack link. He actually has 2, Nightmare and then Red Ribbon Army, but, like, dog, like, Red Ribbon Army is like Super Android 13 units have that. The Arale General Blue has that. Dr. Garo has it. Like, Ninja Murasaki, Staff Officer Black. Like, it's a dead link. Like, it's so... The Red Ribbon Army has, like, no units on it. I don't understand, like, bro. So hopefully when the Android 13 movie characters come, they have that. I mean, that has got to be updated. A 300 attack link, that's not what we're looking for. This will be a pretty good rotation for Android 13, however. Yeah, he's at 136,000 defense, which is a very, very good number. So let's see what Android 13, what attack stat he's going to pop up here. Remember that, you know, this is a 130% category lead, too. 1.33 million. I mean, I'll take that combined with his 100k defense and orb changing. He's pretty good. Android 13, for me, definitely gets a passing grade. So, all right, we looked at him a little bit on the Artificial Lifeform team. Now let's go ahead and move over to the Android category team, where 13 will definitely be at his best. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Android category team. This is definitely where 13 is going to be at his best. I mean, yeah, there we go. 135k defense right from the jump right there. That's very good. Now we do have Android 18. Alongside of Android 18, of course, is, you know, the best support type unit for the Android category team. But, you know, a couple of these units are, yeah, okay, 1,000 damage. A couple of these units are pretty big buffs for the Android category team. I mean, you know, giving them a better support type unit, the 2 Android 13s, now SCR Cell with his EZA. So without really releasing, like, a ton of new units, the Android category team, I think, has definitely gotten a lot more formidable. So, you know, lately, Dokkan, they really have buffed a lot of teams that have needed it. And, you know, as we continue on with this, you know, Cell Saga sort of, like, theme that they're going for, I can only imagine that more and more, like, Android good cards are going to come out. Because, like, here's the thing. We don't have a relevant Cell Jr. I would imagine there's probably going to be something for the Cell Juniors related to what we got for the Metal Coolers, right? You know how we have a Metal Cooler of every typing? I would imagine they would do the same thing with Cell Jr., which would be really nice. I mean, that would be good for the Artificial Lifeform team. That would be good for the Android team. You know, just some extra units is never a bad thing. So I could definitely see, like, you know, a summonable Cell Jr. and then a bunch of farmable ones from a story event. I think that would be a very, very good idea if Dokkan would do that. And then here's what I was talking about, where the Android category team, you know, doesn't really need the orb changing from 13. Because, like, we had all this key all over the field, and it's like, that's good, but, you know, all 3 units started out with full key, so don't really need it so much. You know, it's very nice. I appreciate it, Android 13. But again, you know, when it's one of these rotations where STR Cell is out there, and he needs those orbs to get his extra attack and defensive buff, it's going to be real good for him. So, you know, Keep that in mind. 13 is going to be good, just in the right situation, right? And then, of course, here we go. More orbs, so Cell can easily get that 18k super attack. The TUR for Cell can have a little fun. I like the Android category team. I always have. Ever since they made Android 17 as crazy good as they did, like, the Android category team has been a very, very intriguing team. It's just that, like, the strongest unit on it is LR Cell, and these days especially, I really have LR Cell. I would probably say SCR LR Broly is the worst summonable LR, and I would probably put LR Physical Cell right there, just above LR SCR Broly. Even like LR Trunks and Mai, I've been more impressed with. LR Super Baby 2, definitely I'm more impressed with LR Cell, no doubt about that. So, okay, so let's see here. Of course, neither of the girls here have Nightmare. Let's see, so 13 is up to 150,000 defense. That's, like, super good for a unit. Let's see, so Android 13 first got his awakening on May 15th, 2017. So, needless to say, that was quite a long time ago, and now he's, like, stupidly good. So, what attack stat will we get right here? 1.6 million. That's good. That's that's really, really good. And he takes double digits, triple digits there. So, there we go. The Android category team just gets even stronger. I'm thinking, like, if I would do the Legendary Goku event with the Android team, which I did beat, I believe, this guy would definitely help out. So would SCR EZA Cell, though. That guy's, he's a little bit nutso. So, let's go ahead and take a look at Android 13 and, kind of look in depth at all of the changes that were made after he got his EZA. Alright, so this is Light Orb of Hatred Fusion Android 13. His leader skill is Tech-type enemy attack and defense minus 43%, so interesting leader skill there, definitely capable of clearing Super Battle Road. His super attack is the full power SS Deadly Bomber, which does supreme damage and massively lowers defense. His passive skill, New Machine Development, he changes Tech Key Spheres to Rainbow Key Spheres. He gets 2 key in addition for every Rainbow Key Sphere. He gets 50% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then he gets an additional 13% attack and defense per Android category ally on the team. So, very, very easy for him to attack. Very easy for him to have good defense. He's just a strong overall unit, right? His links are Red Ribbon Army, Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Metamorphosis, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limits. So, I mean, one big issue with Android 13 units, which I hope they do something about this when they release a inevitable Dokkan Fest of them. I mean, Tough as Nails is plus 1,500 defense, Android Assault is plus 1,000 defense, and Red Ribbon Army is plus 300 attack. No. I hope that the Dokkan Fest one would have things like, Shocking Speed. He'd definitely have Fierce Battle. Fear and Faith is fine. Nightmare is fine. But, like, Android Assault's got to be updated. Tough as Nails has to be updated. Red Ribbon Army, get that out of there. Like, come on. His 12 key multiplier is 135%, which is fine, considering how old he is, right? They don't update 12 key multipliers for EZA units. And then finally, our boy is on a couple of different category teams. Number one, he is on the Movie Boss team, a very, very good team for sure. He definitely upgrades it, you could say a bit, but you do need a lot of Android characters for him to be at his best, which you can't really do on the Movie Boss team. Then he's also on the Android team, which for sure will be his best team. And then finally, he's on the Artificial Lifeform team, where he does also work rather well, because it's easy to fill that up with Android category characters. So, there you go. There is Android 13's EZA. Very, very good. He'll be very important, though, in tandem with STR EZA Cell, so that will be big. So, thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.